So I had a conversation with the author of Via, Father Harmon Thomas, and he led us through kind of a mock Via experience together. And from the very first time he put the icon on the screen, and I heard the room come alive with all these different interpretations, all these people seeing things that I had never seen before, that I never would have noticed, and realizing that that was guiding us into a deeper conversation to the reality behind the icon.
So catechesis means instruction, and for a lot of folks that's just head knowledge. You're instructed, right? But Anglicans, we like to be full body. So it's head, heart, hands, formation. In Via, you're using your eyes, you're communicating, you're in a liturgical setting. We intentionally set up the room to be more and more like a chapel. You're also being instructed in rhythms of life and how those rhythms and those postures shape you. It's not just instruction for the head, it's instruction for the heart and hands as well.
Basically every time we come in, we start off and then there's an icon. So something within the last, 1600 years, 1700 years or something. The icon will focus on certain themes or topics that we're going to discuss that week. And so we look at the icon, we think about it for a while, and then we have a group participation. And it really gets going and everybody starts throwing out like, well, hey, maybe this represents this, maybe this means this. It's cool because you have so many different people in here. You've got somebody like me who was not even baptized yet, and people who've been Christians for 50 years. And so you have this huge array of perspectives. And so hearing people talk about things, and I'm like, man, I never would have thought of that on my own.
One of the points that Via emphasizes is that we are royal priesthood holders. Now, you might think that a priest is someone who is ordained and wears the priest stuff, but really we are all priesthood holders. We're all ambassadors for God, and we are representing our faith as well as living our faith. I never thought of myself as a priest. I work in IT. but really what it's saying is that you are representing your faith in every action and to everyone you meet.
It really does form community. It's a small community, but over time, when you're in a class for that long, you feel more comfortable with people and more comfortable with your teachers and just more comfortable in general.
It's not like being in a classroom at all, and it's not like being in a lecture, but it's at the same time very educational and enriching.
Being able to be really on the same page with all these theological concepts that are then applied to our lives, and not just something we abstractly know an answer to or can talk about, but that we're actually living into. And if we were able to do that together, I hope more and more people will come to Via so we continue to expand that, because it's beautiful. It's a type of community you couldn't create any other way.
Yes, I want them to know the 10 Commandments. I want them to know the Lord's Prayer. I want them to know some of those doctrinal realities that we discuss. But more than anything, I want them to enjoy God. That is the fruit of what we're doing. That is the purpose of what we're doing. And that's the purpose of our life. That's what we're aimed toward, is eternity with our triune God, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. And if we can take space here in our church to provide an opportunity for folks to sit in the enjoyment of God, then I think that we've succeeded.